What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Project Garage. Today we're going to be installing some parts on the Genesis. I got a turbo O2 housing and a downpipe that's going to be attached straight to the cat back, or the test pipe rather. So I'm going to show you guys the parts, and then we're going to bring it over to one of my coworkers to install it for me. I'd install it myself, but I recently had surgery, so I don't want to risk any injuries again or anything like that. So let me show you guys the parts, and then we'll get right into it.
What's your name? Don't you play this game? You from another land, got you like it's contraband.
Okay, I have all the parts loaded up in here. So this is the turbo housing. ISR performance, like my rest of my exhaust system. Welds are very nice. The material seems decent, seems strong. It is 3-inch, I believe. So 3-inch. The whole exhaust is gonna be 3-inch back. This is the downpipe. It's got the flex pipe there, and then this is the rest of the downpipe. I believe this is the part that attaches to the housing. But yeah, it's basically like this one. It's very good material, nice welds and everything. ISR Performance has quality products. Definitely recommend checking them out. They make for Hyundais, Nissans, almost anything. I know they do a lot of Nissan stuff, but I'm surprised they actually do stuff for Hyundai too. But anyway, once these two parts are installed, it's going to be a full turbo back exhaust. So from the turbo, downpipe, test pipe, and then the cat back. Well, it's really test pipe back. And then it goes to the Canon. The reason I have the Canon is just because I want the car a little bit quiet, because I do daily the car. But besides that fact, it's still probably going to be loud. I'm going to get a before and after video. I'm going to show you guys how it sounds. But right now, we're going to make our way over to the shop. I'm going to get my coworker to install it, like I mentioned, because I did have surgery. So I don't want to risk myself getting hurt for whatever reason. So anyway, right now, I'm going to head over to the shop, and we'll continue from there. Okay, so right now I'm on my way to my old workplace where I used to work. My coworker is going to install the downpipe. My old coworker, rather, is going to install the downpipe and the turbo housing for me. The exhaust shop wanted like $500 to install both. I said that's catastrophic. I'm not going to do that. Usually I do go to the exhaust shop just for small things, but something like this, it's just they want too much. I don't want to pay like $500 to get it installed. My coworker's doing it for so much cheaper, and he works on my car all the time. He does all my oil changes, does all the tires on my car and everything like that. So I like bringing my car to him, and he does a really good job. But other than that, hopefully, I hope the car does get way louder. I really wanted to do an install video for you guys, but the install video is going to be hard because, like I said, I did have surgery. I had my appendix removed, and it was so sudden because I was planning on doing videos for you guys the weekend that it happened. Unfortunately, I couldn't, but this is the best thing I could do right now until I'm a little bit better. I'm gonna be installing coilovers. I did buy coilovers for the car. I got some HSD Mono Pro, whatever they're called, HSD coilovers. That's probably going to be installed this upcoming weekend. So currently it's Wednesday, March 2nd or 3rd. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm going to be installing those this following weekend, or maybe even today, because the weather, it seems to be nice. It is starting to warm up in Ontario. Since we've had a bunch of this cold weather, it's been catastrophic. Don't ever get a chance to work on the car or anything. I just can't get enough of this intake. It sounds awesome. But yeah, hopefully the car gets louder with the downpipe. But like I mentioned, mentioned, I do still have the muffled Canon off a Nissan 240SX, because when I got this exhaust, like I mentioned in my other video, it had two blast pipes and it looked hideous. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get a Canon, make it look like a race car. Sorry, I'm just trying to focus on driving and talk at the same time. But I'm almost here anyway. It's just down the street. So yeah, like the Canon, it does quiet the car down to like a significant amount from when I had the blast pipes on there. The blast pipes, when I drove the car, it was super loud even before I got the test pipe, because the test pipe, I had those installed before I put the test pipe on. And now I'm just wondering how it would have sounded with the test pipe and the blast pipes. It would have sounded crazy, I think. It's still loud right now. Even all I have is a test pipe and the cap back or test pipe back. It's still significantly loud. Like if I go to like red line, it'll like sound like a DSG, or it'll like shoot a flame. It'll just sound it sounds very not shoot a flame, but it sounds like a gunshot. It sounds very aggressive. I love the way these 2-liter sounds. The 3.8s also do sound really good, but I just prefer the 2-liter turbo. I really want to get a video of him installing it, but unfortunately I can't be in there. Obviously due to COVID and everything like that, but I will see you guys probably when it's done. I'm going to get a quick before and then a quick after. All right, so the exhaust is finally complete. The last clips that you guys just seen, I filmed those back in February. It's now almost the end of March, so pretty much April now. But I didn't have time to film back then. I had my surgery. I had a bunch of stuff going on with work, so I'm only getting back around to it now. Other than that, O2 housing is in, downpipe is in, and the car sounds amazing. I watched my coworker install the downpipe and the turbo housing. Pretty much straightforward. Nothing too difficult. The only hard part that we had is that the ISR gasket on the turbo housing, you can't really see it because of the sunlight, but there's a gasket right in there. It was starting to leak with the ISR gasket, so I put the stock one in and the leak went away. I don't know what's wrong with the ISR gaskets. Every ISR gasket that I've had on this car has leaked, so I've replaced them all with vibrant gaskets all the way back, every flange. But other than that, I did do another mod to the car. I installed quad tips like every other Genesis does. So no more single exit exhaust like you've seen in the last few videos. And then it's to a valved muffler. The reason why I went with a valve muffler and took out the single exit is because the single exit was super droney on the highway, especially in 6th gear. I couldn't do much with, and I couldn't get it much louder. But most of the part, it was just droney every time I was like in pretty much any gear over probably 3,000 RPM. It was just super droney. So I got the valve muffler and it sounds amazing. The only other thing that bothers me about it is that it's a little bit raspy around 3,000 to 4,000, but after that, after like 4,000, it sounds really good. It sounds like it almost sounds like a little bit like an Evo, but not really. But you get what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna show you guys a quick clip of how it sounded before with the single exit and now how it sounds with the quad exit. Okay, so as you guys just heard, there is a huge sound difference from the single exit to the quad exit. In my opinion, the quad exit sounds a lot better, but like I said, the only problem I have with it is it's a little bit raspy. I'm going to be putting a high flow resin shortly just to deepen up the sound a little bit, hopefully get rid of some of the rasp. But other than that, the exhaust sounds pretty sick. I'm going to show you guys how this remote works. I'm sure most of you guys know how a valve muffler works. You got on, off, and then you volume up, volume down. So right now the valves are completely closed. I'm going to open them up, and close them back up, and you guys can hear the sound difference. So from closed to open, there's a pretty significant sound difference. Now the best setting to drive it at with the valve muffler is completely off, and then 2 clicks on volume up, and then it's half open, and that's a little bit more tame. It's easier to drive. It's not too obnoxious. Fully open is like really obnoxious, and it kind of pops every time you shift. It sounds pretty cool. You guys will be hearing more of it in future videos, especially when we go to the track. You guys will definitely hear more of the exhaust. But other than that, for now, the exhaust is finished. The next thing I'm going to be focusing on is getting my tune. I need a blow-off valve and then the tune, and then the car is pretty much set for the track, minus the wheels and tires. Wheels and tires are coming in around mid-April. Same with the tune. So wheels, tires, tune, that's all coming in mid-April, and then we're ready to hit the track. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of the track videos. My buddy's got a sick Miata. That thing is like a track weapon. So you guys are going to definitely see that Miata very shortly. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, for now, until the next video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.